Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, folks. XDC, the biggest wealth transfer. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And, folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. Anyways, folks, let's see what's happening with XDC in real time and let's see some interesting posts and information about XDC network. Look at this, folks. This is Cyprex Research Lab official. Africa's fintech revolution is here, but cross-border payments remain a challenge. Folks, there are a lot of underdeveloped countries, the countries in the global south, that still do not have access to financial platforms. So projects like XLM are already working on serving the underserved communities, and XDC now we are seeing we're seeing some glimpses that it will also be involved in the realm of payments. Along with Ripple, folks, Ripple is also working on cross-border payments. Imagine an open banking model connecting Safaricom, M-Pesa, MTN, Momo, and Orange for seamless payments across borders. The potential is there, folks. Potential is huge. We're going to be looking in a bit that why XDC can be a huge player in the payment landscape as well. Wait a moment. Who will build Africa's interoperable payment system? So look at this. Understand the ecosystem dynamism. Okay, so there are a lot of stakeholders in Africa as well. If projects like XDC, XLM, or XRP, folks, if they can do anything for Africa, it can be huge. It is a resource-rich region, continent, and I think the potential is huge over there. Look at this. This is Cyprus Demand and Core. The biggest wealth transfer in human history has been confirmed by the biggest institutions. These are the projects that we constantly cover, folks, be it XRP, XLM, hbar, QNT, XDC. It indeed can be a huge moment in finance, and not only finance, in human history, folks, because now that we're seeing the signs, the outdated system, the legacy systems have become really outdated, folks. The legacy systems, traditional finance, it takes such a long time to transfer money from one area to another. And for various businesses and projects, this is really a no-no, folks, that's for sure. And this is where projects like XDC and XDC, XRP, XLM, they come into play. Look at this. XDC, now these are the signs, folks. Let's hope that this happens, but look at this. XDC will be integrated into Swift. If that happens and XRP doesn't capture major market share, 1.5 to 2.5 quadrillion dollars will flow through the XDC chain annually. Folks, even if not quadrillions, but a lot of people are saying that the derivative markets, it is worth a lot, even quadrillions. The potential is there, but if you only talk about the trillions, it is in the double and triple digit trillions, folks. What these projects can basically bear, folks. And if a certain amount of share goes through XDC network, it can be huge. And in my opinion, there can be multiple winners, folks. Be it XRP, XDC, XLM. It's just like in share market, folks. We've seen a certain company. There are multiple companies, folks. They have their own share. They have their own use cases. They provide their own services, and yet they are successful in their own right. Look at this. XDC for payments. These are the highlights. Look at this. We're going to be coming to number 4 in soon. Look at this. Supports cross-border payments and domestic settlements. 100% secure and compliant. Compliant is the word. Compliance is what differentiates these projects from the rest of the crowd, from the meme coins, from other pump and dumps, folks, that's for sure. Supports deferred payments. Anyways, now this is what we're interested in. integrates with Swift network. And you know that Swift is a huge name when it comes to cross-border payments. Yet in the outdated system, folks, it takes 5 business days at the very least to transfer your money. And with these new systems, the blockchain and other platforms, folks, it will take the blink of an eye. To be honest, XLM is also working in this sector. XRP already working on it, and now we're seeing XDC also trying to disrupt this sector. Anyways, only a few truly intelligent investors see the bigger picture. XDC isn't just another crypto, it is the future of trade finance. Indeed, XDC network can be huge. If we talk about real world asset tokenization and the tokenization of trade documents such as bills of lading, invoices, XDC can be huge. There was another interesting post from Tokenizer over here, folks. Let me share this with you. A really interesting one, folks. Tokenizer always coming up with some alphas. Now look at this. Again, post for XDC. Great to see XDC once again directly mentioned in digital trade finance by the ICC. The International Chamber of Commerce recognizes the case study by TradeFlow to transform trade finance liquidity. The key players here, number one, XDC Trade Network, Propine, TradeFinex, Yoda Plus, Trade Trust, and if you've been paying attention, you'd know all of these entities tied towards XDC network as a whole. Propine has integrated support. By the way, if you do not know already, these are the projects that or entities that have their ties with the XDC network, folks. Now look at this. Propine has integrated support into XDC network as Singapore verified entity. TradeFinex is all too famous, folks. It is obviously one of the key trademark applications on XDC network. It is an application that has gained a prominent name in the XDC infrastructure, folks. Yoda Plus leverages XDC network for a multi-sig wallet. Trade Trust is the Singapore IMDA's framework for digital trade that has XDC as one of the few selected public DLT integrations. These are huge names, folks. These are huge brands in the world of finance. They wouldn't be rubbing shoulders with a project that had been up to no good, folks. XDC is real, it is legit, and it has the potential to disrupt the financial infrastructure. Can it succeed? It can. Can it fail? It can. But the potential is there. The glimpses are there for it to make it big. Look at this. And as we can see, there is a specific mention of verifying trade finance documentation, which I already told you guys what XDC is doing. It is trying to disrupt the global trade finance market, and the trade finance gap is in the trillions, folks. So yeah, even if we cancel the payments arena, if XDC doesn't do anything in the world of payments, the world of trade finance in and of itself is such a huge market, folks, that we're talking about trillions. And generation of liquidity in trade corridors, that's for sure. Huge liquidity in trade. There's only one blockchain here mentioned that is capable of hosting all these digital trade innovations. Yeah, you guessed it right, our very own XDC network. And it is clear that even the ICC, the International Chamber of Commerce, knows the answer. It has always been XDC network. Look at this. Trade finance provider raises liquidity 7 days faster. TradeFlow Capital, an SME trade finance provider, undertook a digital transaction using an e-bill of lading to raise liquidity against a shipment duration of 7 days. The technology providers were XDC Trade Network, Propine, TradeFinex, and Yoda Plus utilizing the Trade Trust framework. Now it is getting real. We are getting out of the speculation phase, the theoretical phase that these projects want to do some to want to disrupt trade finance or any other sector in the form of hbar or XLM or cross-border payments when it comes to XRP. Now it is real, folks. Now every project is in the phase in which they are testing and making use of various services. For instance, in if we look at Quan Network, it really tested out the CBDCs in Project Rosalind, folks. Bank of England is involved, and a lot of stakeholders and key players are involved. Now, when it comes to XDC Network, it is truly testing out the grounds in the world of trade finance. Now, this is getting real. Look at this. This project represents a new technological means of verifying trade finance documentation and the generation of liquidity in trade corridors. The liquidity is huge over there. Look at this. The digital evolution is undeniable. This transaction signifies a monumental leap towards a fully digitalized trade ecosystem, aligning with initiatives like the ICC Digital Standards Initiative and e-letters of credit. John Collis, Chief Revenue Officer, TradeFlow. I mean, it's getting real, folks. It is getting real, that's for sure. And XDC Network indeed is gaining ground. It is trying to become that front runner in the world of innovation. Have patience and conviction. Pay attention to what is happening. Look at the big picture. It couldn't be more obvious. Too many people just want to become rich overnight, but those with patience will be rewarded. Folks, when it comes to the meme coins or the hype coins, that's for sure. They tend to go up with hype. They tend to go up when a community shills it. But in cases such as XDC Network or these other projects like hbar, XRP, and others, folks, we need to remain patient because the teams are building behind the scenes, the connections are being made, the partnerships are being forged and constructed. So when the price doesn't go up in value, it is because the community, it is not based on merely shill and hype and pumps. It goes up in various cycles. If you see BTC as well, if you look at the 4-year cycle of BTC, it goes up and then all of a sudden it comes down. It has a mechanism in it, the mining, the halving, and an entire infrastructure that it has built despite our criticism towards BTC and what it has become at this point. A lot of people criticize it that it cannot provide value in the real world. It is just merely a store of value. But regardless of that, it has a pattern to it. And the pattern of these assets are going to be its services, use cases, and utilities. If the utility is hit, if the demand for the tokens increase, if institutions use them, if the tokens are utilized in cross-border transactions, in trade finance documents, in tokenization, the potential to increase in value will be there as well somewhere down the line, folks. But we only hope that they do what they do best, and that is build. Look at this. Kronos XDC is the most underrated asset in crypto. Henry Clark over here. XDC Network leads the charge. XDC Network tops the list of biggest gainers this month with a massive 416.66% surge, outpacing XRP, Bitcoin, and more. The power of community-driven innovation. So I do not know what the price is at the moment. The entire market is dipping at this point, but it is for certain that XDC has what it takes to make it big. We're interested in its fundamentals more than the price at this point. We wanted to make this industry. We want to build credibility for this industry and for itself. Look at this. This is future XRP. XDC family, is there anyone that can give me some insight on the likelihood of there being this value on chain by 2030? Also, anyone know what the annual velocity is projected to be for XDC? Would be amazing to see XDC at $100 if this scenario happens. Look at the scenario over here. Yeah. To support a $100 XDC price with 15 billion supply and velocity of 4, there's here's the estimated market share XDC would need to capture in each key industry area. So look at this. These are the industries: trade finance, total market size 19 trillion, required capture $2.5 trillion, XDC market share needed 13.16%. In tokenized bonds, it requires $1.5 trillion, which is 1.5%. In structured credit, RWA, it requires 1.0 trillion, which is 4%. In derivatives settlement, it requires $0.7 trillion, which is 4.67%. Meanwhile, the tokenized commodities, the total market size is 5 trillions, required capture is $0.3 trillion, and XDC market share needed is 6.0%. Do you think that this can happen? And folks, and if this certainly happens, it is going to be one of the biggest transfers or transfer of wealth in human history, that's for sure. But we have to see it. Do you think it can? And do you think it indeed XDC will play a part in the biggest transfer in human history or not? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out. Like I always say in the end, until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.